82 cents. That's on average how much a woman who works full-time, year-round, makes to every dollar a man makes.
So today is Equal Pay Day. How far into the year women have to work in order to match how much men made the year before?
So from business offices to, say, professional women's soccer teams, women have historically been paid less than their male counterparts. And now, with many women returning to the workforce post-pandemic, the question is, can anything be done to level the playing field?
All right, here to talk more about this, employment and labor law attorney Angela Reddock-Wright. Angela, nice to see you this morning. Why is this?
Good morning.
Good morning. Why is this still the case? Why is this still happening?
Well, it's still the case because although the laws have been on the books for years, and each year states like California take steps to equal the playing field through laws and legislative action, really employers are still catching up. And for many employers, this still falls on deaf ears, or many employers aren't taking the steps they need to take to equalize the environment. And so yet, we're still dealing with this issue today in 2021.
Okay, so what can a woman do if she finds out that her male coworker, who has the same job, works the same hours, has the same experience, is making more than she is?
First, she wants to report it to her manager and to human resources and give the company the opportunity to do something about it. The company can't act if it's not aware and if employees don't bring it to their attention. And in taking it to her manager or human resources, she wants to make sure she requests an investigation and an inquiry into the matter and ask them to get back to her so she knows what the results of the investigation and the inquiry are. And of course, the ultimate resolution would be that after an investigation, the company advises her and others that may be underpaid or not paid equally, that they are going to correct that situation.
So in your experience, is it wise to do so, to use this as leverage to get a raise, or could there be some pitfalls to this? Could it backfire?
Well, employees, and women in particular, certainly have the law on their side when it comes to requesting equal pay and being paid the same amount for the same type of work and qualifications as their male counterparts. But the saying goes, you get more honey with bees, or you catch more bees with honey. Mm-hmm. And so it's the same situation here, that when you approach your employer, you really want to approach with a level of humility, but at the same time, to be equipped with the facts and the information. Know your industry, know your organization, do your research to know exactly what's happening and what's not happening. And most importantly, know your value. So when you go to the table and you request a raise, you're not only saying, hey, I learned that my male counterpart or someone else is making more than me, but you're saying, I've learned this information, and guess what? I deserve to be paid equally, if not better, because of my own background, qualifications, and contribution to the organization.
Wait, how do you find out this information? I mean, is it as simple as just asking your male counterpart, how much money do you make? Money can be an uncomfortable topic for people. How do you go about getting this information if you don't want to ask that question?
Yes. Well, of course, in the workplace, there's water cooler conversation, or in this world, Zoom conversation and rumors that spread about pay. But states like California have taken active steps so that employees don't have to guess what their counterparts are making. So employees can request pay data and pay information for individuals that work in the same or similar positions as them. And employers now have an obligation, when an applicant for employment asks, to provide them pay data information for the position for which the applicant is applying. So certainly we can continue to speak to our counterparts and have conversations with our coworkers, but you can now ask and request that information from your employer or potential employer.
Interesting. And is the reverse legal? So a potential employer, they often ask, what are your salary requirements? Is that legal, or what should you say if a potential employer asks that of you?
Yes, for many years, it used to be legal that an employer could ask for your last salary information or your salary expectations, but under California law and many other states, it's no longer legal.
Interesting.
The presumption is that the employer is going to pay you what the position is worth. And if you don't think the salary they're offering you is equitable, then you're going to negotiate that. But they can't base it on whatever your last salary was.
And it does vary from state to state. So that is the case here in California. Angela, thanks so much for your time. Great conversation and really important things to keep in mind
Absolutely.
when you're out there looking for a job.
Thank you, and
Thank you,
happy
Angela.
Equal Pay Day.
Happy Equal
You
Pay
too.
Day.
Thank you.